Hey guys, this video is for Sherman 614 and for B Swift 505. This video shows how to use the Smith's sharpening system. I already have it set up. Um, this works the exact same way as the Lansky versions of this sharpening kit or system. Like I said, I have this all set up and ready to go to save some time. But if you don't know how to set it up originally, please check out my other video, one of my sharpening videos. I go through the steps of how to put this together. But obviously the difference in the Lansky kit, instead of having these angle rods, you're going to have metal construction like aluminum, and they're going to be straight, and you're going to have more options on different angles. Without checking, I believe this is a 15 degree and this is a 20 degree angle. But anyway, for this video, I grabbed a cheapo knife, which was dull. Actually, it's funny because I went through my knives to see what I can sharpen, and because I always, keep up with the with touching out my edges and stuff. This is the only thing I could find that was remotely dull. This is a cheap piece of crap auto. I got years and years ago. I don't remember where I got it from. Crappy, but let's see if we can get an edge on it. As you can see, it's partially serrated. This system here, unfortunately, will not sharpen serrations, but I will show how to sharpen the plain edge portion of this blade. First thing you want to do is get the knife set up. You're going to be putting the spine of the knife, okay, in your clamp here, and you want to clamp it down about 1/4 of an inch in from the spine. Seems like a good position from experience. You tighten your clamp down. Okay, I'm just turning these screws here, getting it nice and tight on here. Okay, now I'm going to do a dry sharpening for this knife. This kit here comes with oil, and some of the Lansky kits come with oil too, and some people like to use water. If you were to use the oil, you would simply put some on your stone. I'm using the fine stone here. You'd simply put some on your stone and spread it out nice and evenly. Same thing if you were using water, but it's not really necessary. It helps to kind of keep your stone clean so that all the metal filings and dust and buildup don't collect on your stone. But doing it dry works just fine. What you want to do is put your rod in whatever angle you use. In this case, I'm going to use the 15-degree side. Okay, you're resting your stone on the blade. Now, for the most part, this knife, actually, I'm going to flip this over. This knife happens to have kind of a chisel grind, meaning that if you can see on this side of the blade, a little blurry. Let me pull it back a little. This side of the blade, there you could see that that sharpened edge, and the other side almost looks like it's not sharpened at all. That's because there's a very acute little edge here. This makes for a very sharp blade, but it doesn't have very good edge retention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this side, where you can obviously see where the edge is. Okay, I'm going to come down here. You want to apply moderate pressure. You're coming down. You're putting pressure downwards on the stone, and you're pushing forward. Okay. So as you're coming down, what I'm doing, if you get this view here, is as I'm coming down on the blade, I'm swiping over. Okay, so I'm coming down and over, down and over. Okay, and you want to do this a couple strokes for each side. And for the most part, most knives you're going to encounter out there are going to have the same angle on both sides. But like I said, because this is a convex grind, what I want to do is I'm going to do a couple more passes on this side. And if you wanted to, you can also do the stroke back upwards. You know, it doesn't really matter. If you have a very acute side, you're going to want to just do an upward stroke. Okay, just the upwards. But for the most part, you can come down and then go back up. And then I'm going to flip this over. And normally you do the same amount of strokes on the other side, but once again, being that's a chisel grind, I'm actually going to go up to the higher angle here, the 20 degrees. And I'm just going to do about 3 passes. Okay. So So again, coming down and kind of sweeping over. I did a couple more than 3. I did about 5, but that's actually, I mean, this had like an okay edge, nothing to write home about. But just touching it up with the fine rod there. Let's check out the edge. Just gonna unscrew the clamp here, loosening this top one here. Put this aside. Got some regular printer paper here. Let's see how that edge is now. If I can slice this here. Well, nothing. Again, nothing to write home about. But let's see here. Well, not too bad. You know, it's not all that bad, but again, nothing to write home about. I would go back and continue the process a couple more times, to get where I would be satisfied. This blade steel is probably junk. Probably a poorly heat treated 420 or something similar. It could be. It could be a 440 steel, but again, what makes a steel good or bad really, not only the chemistry of the steel, but the heat treatment on it. And oftentimes you'll see on these cheap knives, they'll say 440C, and they're proud of that. They'll mark the blade real big, but unfortunately it was improperly heat treated or poorly done. So it doesn't have that performance that a good company's 440C you might be used to. But not too bad. Nothing I'm happy with. I would go back and I would continue this process, and I would keep doing that until I got the edge that I wanted. But actually, that wasn't too bad. But it's getting caught up on here, probably because of the burr. Now, burr on the blade. As you sharpen one side of the blade, what's happening is a very, very fine wire edge is forming around. It's almost like it's curled around. So when you go back on the other side, you sharpen it that way. And as you keep doing this, eventually it'll wear off where there's no wire edge. And for the most part on sharpening systems like this, you're not going to be able to get like a super awesome edge on there. But you can definitely get something decent. Going from here and then maybe stropping on leather with a compound will give you like an edge like you wouldn't believe, But for the most part, this will give you a nice working edge. This blade, as you see, even with, I got the other half of the paper here, even though this is not like, not cutting, like my maybe my other videos when I did the other paper cutting. Actually, that wasn't that bad at all. It's not. It's actually really not bad at all. But that's mainly that chisel grind. That's really why that's like that. It's performing pretty good. But if I were to do a bunch of cardboard, cut a bunch of cardboard with this, or tons and tons of paper, it would definitely lose that edge pretty fast. But anyway, that's how you do it. Really simple. Just to change out the rods. Same deal. You can use the other rods. Like I said, this is just the fine stone. As you can see, it's not really. I need to clean it. But because I do it dry. That's why there's a lot of buildup here. If you use the oil or something like that, it makes cleaning a lot easier. So if you don't mind a little bit of the mess and cleaning that up when you're done, it will help to sharpen and keep your stones clean. But I haven't used this system in years. So I've been using the Edge Pro and my Spyderco Sharp Maker. So for the most part, I just pulled this. I pulled this out of the video. I haven't opened this in about 3 or 4 years, and I just pulled it out to show my sharpening video. A couple days ago. But anyway, I hope that was helpful. I hope that answers some questions, and keep on doing the knife thing. I hope I helped you guys out. Thanks a lot for your time.